Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to California Gold, California SKIL State Games, hosted by Carlos Snake Anderson in association with Top Kick Karate, Tiger Claw, the Radisson's Hotel, and Cobra-Source.
What's up, y'all? This is Amy Carey. I'm with Cobra-Source.com here at the California Gold Tournament put on by Carlos Snake Anderson. We're in Fresno, California. This is the California State Amateur Skill Games. This is the final leading up to the NBL World Games Super Grands that's going to be held in Charleston, South Carolina. We are watching the best in the state of California compete over this weekend. Stay tuned because we're going to be watching forms and fighting, and I'll be fighting this weekend. This is Trinity Hill from Twin Tigers Kung Fu, and I just watched her first-timer sparring match. I think you did fantastic, by the way. I spar. Sparring's my thing. And my favorite technique is to throw like the back fist and the body punch. What's your favorite technique?
To do the roundhouse.
You like the roundhouse? I saw you catch her with that roundhouse kick. That was good.
Thank you.
So, do you do forms too?
No, I don't do forms.
You don't do forms? You like fighting though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Does it make you nervous?
No, not that much.
Not so much? Do you get nervous about anything?
No.
What grade are you in, Trinity?
4th.
Congratulations on your first timer sparring today. You did wonderful. Very good. Give me 5. Thank you very much, and we're going to get back to the tournament.
Cobra-Source.com here at the California State Games in Fresno. I'm standing here with Kyle George, defending champion in the 12 to 13-year-old advanced division. Now, Kyle, I just got done watching your match. You had a pretty good match there. How'd you feel out there today?
Felt good to be back in the ring again, after a while from a break, not fighting, just training.
So you had a little layoff just preparing for Super Grands or what?
Yeah.
Now today, the person you're fighting was a little taller than you. I seen that. Style was a little awkward than maybe what you're used to. Did that worry you a bit?
Nah, I just went out there, just did my thing, and yeah.
So with the taller fighter, what was kind of your game plan? Obviously, he was more of a traditional style as opposed to being an open style fighter like you're used to, but does that change your game plan at all when you have to go against maybe an open traditional fighter or a taller fighter? Does that change your game plan?
When I fight taller fighters, I usually try to stay in the pocket so they can't use their legs on me and I could just take off from close.
And you're getting ready for Super Grands, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
And so coming into Super Grands, do you have a good seed? Where's your seed at right now in Super Grands?
I think I'm in first seed for point sparring and in continuous, so that's good.
Having a hard time in this crazy town. Having a hard time. There's no love.
Well, man, I'm always impressed when I watch you. Man, I'm glad I'm going to be retired by the time you get to the adult division, man. But so, Kyle, man, thank you for talking to me. And, man, I know you're going places, so I'm looking forward to seeing you compete more. But anyways, back to the competition at the California State Games here in Fresno. I'm Paul Mendoza for Cobra-Source.com.
This is Jesse Dedman. He just took first place in his weapons division. How'd you like competing today?
Really good. I compete a lot. I'm not always nervous, but I sometimes do, but today is a really good day.
And how do you like this tournament, Mr. Anderson's tournament?
Oh, it's really good. I like it. Tomorrow I'll be competing also, and yeah.
I think it's going to go great.
Thank you.
I'm here with my co-host, Paul Mendoza. He is our sport karate analyst. and we're going to talk about the California Gold Tournament, which is the SKIL California State Games. I understand that Carlos Anderson is doing a Top Gun challenge and that it's supposed to be open weight. So can you explain what open weight is and how that kind of works? It's not bracketing like a normal sport karate, so.
Well, in this case, there is 2 weight classes. There's a 169 and under, and then basically a 170 or 169 and over. And what's happening is they're taking 2 divisions only, and the top winners out of both those divisions, the light and the heavy, will square off for the final round. The way it's working, this is a money division. So in each division, it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4, first through 4th place. With first place winning $250, second place winning $100, and the third place winning $75, with 4th place winning $50. The 2 winners out of each division, the light and the heavy, will battle Saturday night for the $750, which basically adds up to about a $1,000 purse. And right now in sport karate, $1,000 is definitely they're gonna fight their butts off for it. I'm gonna say that.
$1,000 is pretty good money in sport karate. So I've seen some pretty great fighters come from the Bay to do this one. Who do you think is going to take the light division and the heavy division? Then who do you think might take the overall?
Well, I gotta say, being in the division, I'm gonna be a little biased, and I'm gonna say me, because I'm gonna fight in the heavyweight division. So, hopefully, if I can muster up, some strength today and fight off a couple of these young kids, I might be able to squeeze one off for the older guys and then pull off a win. But, in the heavyweight division right now, I see a couple of really good fighters here. In particular, well, actually, I really don't know who's fighting heavy. I'm kind of speculating right now heavy, but right now I see a Fresno-based fighter named Mike Guido. I see him. He's always going to be a tough opponent, representing Fresno. And maybe you might represent the Bay. You might have Josh Pittman possibly fighting heavy because he does have a teammate, Leatri Brewer, fighting light. So then, you might see a couple guys split off just to make sure maybe they can run off in the finals instead of fighting and taking each other out in the prelims. One of my close friends and teammates, Julio Castro, is fighting light. So, I'm gonna be a little biased and say, I think Julio's gonna take it. So in the end, if everything works out right, me and Julio fighting for the finals.
And who's gonna win?
Well, I want to say that
I wouldn't answer that.
But if he doesn't let me win, then it's fixed. So.
Tell me about your match.
It was a really great match. Mr. Guido here is definitely a match of speed, and I had to use a lot of timing to try to get my rhythm, but he really he made it hard for me, definitely.
And how about you?
I was just trying not to get hit as much because he was trying to fillet me with his kicks. And so, we call it the fillet because he cut people open like a fish, and his legs kind of fillet, and next thing I know, he hits me with his hands. So it was really good, really great match. Class act right here, Joshua Pittman, man, world champion. He's awesome.
So tell me about fighting Kyle.
It was just good experience. He's real fast, got great timing. I just try to go in there and just do my best every time, just learn. I don't take any losses as a loss. I always try to look at it the positive note and just learn from every fight and just continue to get better and just work hard.
I was gonna say you're old, but I won't say that because that'd be rude. And he's young. So how is it as the older fighter fighting the younger ones like this one's coming up?
It's a different kind of pressure. I think having that experience, sometimes people feel like, well, with more experience, it gets easier, but it feels like there's more pressure. I was probably more nervous in there fighting him than he was fighting me because, I felt like maybe I might have something to lose or, something like that. But I take it the same things he said. I was in there just trying to get some different kind of experience, and like you were asking, fighting a younger guy, he's gonna be younger. He's got the heart, the determination, and he definitely showed it. So, man, it's nice, to be honest, to get out there and be able to feel like, okay, you know what, I can still take it, and he definitely gave it to me, so I appreciate it.
This kid over here, since Kyle's old.
Since he's old.
Since he's old, like you.
I mean, it's like it is for all of us growing up. There's always those younger ones that you have that's coming up into the adults that you watched when they were younger, to know that those are going to be the ones in your division that you'll be fighting when you get older. So it's a training experience, it's a learning experience, it's being able to still humble yourself down, knowing that they are the ones going to be next on top once you grow and go into different divisions. So it's still good.
And you're in the Top Gun Challenge against Julio tonight, right?
Correct.
Hi, this is Paul Mendoza for Cobra-Source.com. I'm standing here with Mr. Ernest Fromm. He's one of the most respected black belts and black belt instructors and coaches out in the Bay Area right now. What I'm here with Mr. Fromm talked about, he's produced some of the greatest fighters in Bay Area history in my point of view, you know, and what I want to talk to him about, I want to talk about the formula he had and train these guys. And first of all, Mr. Fromm, can you tell me some of the world champions that you have in your camp right now?
Joshua May, Leatri Bruner, Michael Jefferson, Joshua Pittman. I've assisted with Kyle Richards. Yes, sir.
So I mean, just right there alone, that's a who's who in Bay Area fighting in the 2000s at least, you know. And some of these guys he mentioned will definitely go down in you know history as legendary fighters in the Bay Area. But you know, coming up, with these kids coming up, did you see something special out of these couple of these guys, or how did you know? Did you know that they were going to do what they did?
I didn't know that they were going to do what they've done and what they're doing. I just believed in them as people, and I believed in myself as a coach. I believed in Dathan Taylor teaching me. He's my instructor. So my formula is to love them, tell them they're loved, let them know that they're loved, and let them know that they're worthy. Let them know that they can do anything that they put their mind to, but they have to be able to sacrifice, and that's what we all have to do as a family, is sacrifice.
Absolutely. And one thing I'm really impressed, probably the most about, is with your fighters and the way they keep the composure out in the ring. A lot of times as black belts and as we get out there fighting, the competition gets heated. You know, sometimes it gets across that line. And but with your fighters, I've never ever seen your guys go out there and be malicious or partake in any kind of when crossing the line. How do you train those guys to be so disciplined when it comes to when there's times where when they could cross the line and then they never do? How do you keep their composure like that?
I go back to the basics of the martial arts. Well, martial being in combat, I let them know, and I let everybody that I train with, and I let them know that the martial aspect, the combat, isn't on the outside, it's on the inside. So we have to deal with the basics on the inside of ourselves. What are the things that we need to work on within ourselves before we even hit the ring?
Well, you know what? I'm going to take note of that because I'm the one that needs advice on that. So, but every time you guys come out, and do you guys put together a game plan based on the tournament or the opponent, or how do you guys like tonight, for instance, Leatri's fighting Julio Castro tonight for the California state title. Now, when you guys sit together and you guys start to put the game plan, do you put it based on the opponent or the abilities of your fighter? Or what do you do when you put together a game plan?
Well, if we have the opportunity to know who we're going to be competing against, then we're able to piece it together and connect the dots. But if we don't know who it is, we go just straight back to the basics, and watch the person. Watch what's going on inside of you, first and foremost, the basics once again. But then with that other competitor, what tools do they have? What might they utilize? We'll go to video all the time. We'll go to video. We'll go to past experiences. It's just always connecting the dots of what we've already been through.
Thank you so much for supporting this event. This is the first time in Central California. We want to make it special and keep improving it every year. Couldn't make it happen without all these guys here to my right. They've made a really, really special event, worked really hard. So let's give them a big hand also.
What a great event. And the great promoter would like to present the great award.
And this year's California State, California Gold Skill State Champion, and $1,000 cash goes to Julio Castro.
Hi, how are you? Out of air. When I talked to Paul yesterday, he called it. So he has a lot of faith in it. I watched you yesterday sparring and your student. What is the most fulfilling thing that you get out of it?
Man, well, first of all, I want to say thank you to my whole family. That's my Castro family that lives upstairs. So, you know, I want to be that instructor that walks the talk. You know, I don't want to teach my kids how to blitz when I don't know how to blitz. You know, so I just want to be that role model and keep going. You know, if I can't blitz, how are they going to blitz? So I want to be that role model for them and keep going strong over the top.
Well, you definitely did it today. Congratulations. That was fantastic. We just finished up the California Gold State Games. I have to say this was a fantastic tournament. The Top Gun Challenge was everything we all expected. The kids events, the first timers, it was really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys coming out. I love the support from Cobra-Source, Radisson, the Tiger Claw, all the great promoters, Jordan Palin, all the big-time name promoters that came down and sacrificed and brought their students. We just want to build this to make it a special event, bring the North and South together and have a true state games.
So what new things could we expect next year?
We have added over 80 new divisions. We're adding black belt divisions. We have special awards. We're going to divide the state up into 3 different sections, and we're going to make it a truly unique event where everyone has a chance to have a #1 seed. And we have some special awards planned for next year's Grand Champion, not just for underbelts, so we're going to start bringing in our black belts and highlight them as well.
I have to say, I really enjoyed it personally as a competitor. I enjoyed it as a spectator, and thank you so very much. Congratulations, and I can't wait for next year.
Thank you so much, and a very special thank you to Kevin Porter of Cobra-Source. You guys are really, really good. You have made me really proud, made me happy to be a promoter, and just gonna get better from here. See you next year.
Thank you so much. Closing for the California State Games, we had a great day. Thank you very much.
Next year, 2014. Thank you very much.